How's it going, YouTube? Liam from Leeds Australia here, and welcome to a look at Bioshock Infinite. Now, I know that there has been a bit of a gap when it comes to recording these look at videos, especially looking at games, some of the best games from the past 10 years. I've been busy recording videos on, of course, you know, the last episode of Amnesia, especially recording videos of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Those have been fun to play. I definitely know that I have sort of missed a few weeks, especially when it comes to these particular kind of videos, but I'm going to try and get back into recording as much of these as I can, and yeah, that's all I have to really say. So, Bioshock Infinite. Now, I know that I have completed Bioshock 1, that I have both Bioshock 2 as well as Bioshock Infinite on my Switch, which is what I'm going to be playing on at this point. I know that I still need to play through 2. I don't know how far into the game I am into that, but for this particular video, we're going to be looking at Bioshock Infinite, which I know has definitely got a good amount of reviews when this game came out, which is pretty cool. You will notice a few little things here and there, especially when it comes to the Switch version. I'm not sure if this will run at 60. I'm assuming that it's going to be running at 30, but that's perfectly fine with me. But I guess if you want to have a good experience when it comes to playing Bioshock Infinite, while that playing on the Switch is a good option, especially if you're playing in handheld mode, for best experience, especially in this kind of setup, probably worth getting the game on either the other platforms, especially PlayStation or Xbox, or on PC, because I just made that choice of just getting this game along with the other Bioshock games on my Switch because I like experimenting. That's all my excuse is. But let's check this out. So, all right.
Booker, are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Let's turn... Is there subtitles? Subtitles. When looking at the writing on critical object, it will display translated bit. No. Audio. Dialogue subtitles. Here we go. Alright. The mind of the subject will desperately struggle to create memories where none exist. Bearers of transdimensional travel are Ludus. I forgot what the... Couldn't read the year.
Are you going to just sit there?
As compared to what? Standing?
Not standing. Rowing.
Rowing? Haven't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder
What's
the
this?
burden?
No. But I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea?
I've made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do. We're never going to get there.
No. I mean, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would assist.
Perhaps you should ask him. I imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does. But there's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row.
No. He doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean. We've arrived. Shall we tell him when we'll be returning?
Would that change anything?
It might give him some comfort.
Is that something we can agree on?
Hey! Somebody meeting me here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
Well, maybe there's someone inside.
Thanks for the row ride anyway. Okay, so, again, this is playing on the Switch version, so I know that there'll probably be a few downgrades here and there. That is to be expected. But, in saying that, so far, it doesn't look half bad for what it is. Like, again, if you want, like, want the best experience with the best looking graphics, or like best looking game, or best version of it, if you would say, then probably best to be playing it on the PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. But it does not mean that you should not play on the Switch version. It's just another option or another way of playing. And like I said, I think this is running at 30 frames, which I think it's like that with the other two games anyway, but that's perfectly fine with me. So let us go. Check around the corner, making sure that I don't miss. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Ah, coin. I had really enjoyed playing the first Bioshock game, because that's the only one out of the Bioshock series I've completed thus far. But, because I never touched the Bioshock games when they first released. It's just one of those games that I never really paid much attention to until more recently. So, getting a chance to play the Bioshock games finally, as you can see, the textures textures are not on par, but, well. It's still a pretty good experience.
Excuse me, it's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
Well...
Is anyone here? Hello?
Man, I remember watching the, one of the original game, like the first gameplay trailers of Bioshock Infinite. And it's just weird of the changes in terms of, like, you know, the character designs and the characters' outfits, especially for Elizabeth. I know that there's a girl named Elizabeth. I guess, again, this is going back to, like, 2013, or at least around that time of when it was released. Oh. Hello? Money. Beeps are coming in again. Don't disappoint us. Up to the lighthouse. Hello? Hello? Ooh. Oh, what was the... Oh, do I have like a...
Wait a minute, that card.
Oh, there it is. So 12222. Whoops. Whoa.
What in the world is...
Oh. Whoa. Yeah, hello? Oh. Oh.
All right. Looks like they expect me to sit in their fancy chair.
I'm expecting so too, so let us have a seat.
So now... What the hell? Go!
Make yourself ready, Pilgrim. The bindings are there as a safeguard.
Uh-oh.
No, no, God damn it!
Attention. Attention in the count of 5. Count of 4.
No, no.
3, 2, 1.
No!
Attention. Attention.
Just stay calm.
5,000 feet. 10,000 feet.
Up.
15,000 feet.
There's Booker.
Hallelujah.
Whoop. That's just crazy, isn't it? Like, imagine in a sort of an alternate world or an alternate universe where there are cities been made and they are flying in the sky. That's just, that would be something, isn't it? Because it's an interesting kind of approach that they have gone with for Infinite, because the first, of course, two Bioshock games, it's all underwater in Atlantis, you can see. Why would he send his saviors onto us if he will not raise a finger of our own salvation? And though we deserve not his mercy, he has led us to his new Eden. A last chance for redemption. Huh, redemption, you say? And the prophet shall lead the people to the new Eden. And away we go. Find a way into the city. So again, it's interesting that they've gone from underwater Atlantis, if you will. I can't remember what the name of the city is down below, but then coming into a high in the sky city for Infinite is actually an interesting sort of approach, especially for Bioshock. More coins. Like, it always just amazes me for such big games, especially, like, made back in 2013. Or even, like, other kind of big games made in later years. To be ported to the Switch, while, of course, with a few downgrades noticeable here and there, it still holds up pretty well.
The seed of the prophet.
Like, yes, you may notice the noticeable downgrades or sacrifices that have to be made, but that's what I like checking a lot of these games out, especially when you look at, you know, The Witcher is a perfect example, you know, for how big that game was, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, to be ported over to the Switch, and I think there's one other one I remember thinking of, I can't remember now. The Lamb, the future of our city. It's still pretty, sorry if I'm stealing stuff from the gifts. Like, that's what just amazes me most of the time. It may not be the best experience for some, but it's another option to play these particular games.
Gotta find the exit out of this place.
And that's what I like, especially when you have games that you could, of course, take on the go. To have these...
Excuse me, where am I?
Heaven, friend. Or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
Best keep such questions to myself, unless I want to get made.
Love the prophet because he loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer? Without sin, what grace has forgiveness?
Ah, that's a good question. So human models are not too bad. Okay, I'm slightly getting Bioshock vibes from this particular area, but I'm also getting Zelda vibes as well with the underwater temples slightly. I don't know why. Or it's like combining Ganondorf's castle with the sort of the underwater kind of theme or feel.
And every year, on this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit through sacrifice, and the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves in the sweet waters of baptism. And lo, if the prophet had struck down our enemies at wounded knee, and not railed against the Sodom beneath us, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us, but not accepted the 3 golden gifts of the pounders, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just accepted the 3 golden gifts of the pounders, and not prayed for our deliverance, it would have been enough. If the prophet had only prayed for our deliverance, and not led us to this new Eden, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just led us to the new Eden, and not purged the vipers of the Orient, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just purged the vipers of the Orient, but not suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, but not expelled the vox populi, it would have been enough.
Interesting.
Is it someone new? Someone from the Sodom below, newly come to Columbia to be washed clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord?
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
It's either this or turn around and get back on that rocket. Might as well get it over with.
Hey. I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord. I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
Who's there? Who's there?
Bring us the curb and wipe away the debt.
What do you want?
We had a deal to it. Open this door right now.
I told you. I'm not gonna do it. Go away.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt!
Mr. DeWitt. I may have called it Dwight before, but it's Mr. DeWitt. Okay. Yeah, alright, I'm coming. Whoa. Oh.
That idiot priest needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and drowning one. I need to find a landmark and figure out where the hell I am.
Yeah, Father Washington, Father Franklin, and Father Jefferson. Oh, right. It's the founding fathers of America, but these guys are, I think.
Just because the city flies don't mean it ain't got its fair share of fools. All right. Still got a girl to find.
New Eden Square. Okay. Hot dogs!
I bet we could have something arranged.
Good to see you.
So, preparing fine custom work. Oh. Like, again, as I say, like, despite maybe some small noticeable downgrades here and there, like, This game still holds out pretty well for the Switch. If you can get used to the 30 frame mark that the Switch's limitations has, then you're pretty much good. Look at that. Mechanical horses. Oop. A vision of a great city. Prophet Comstock leads his people out of the zone and below. A miracle child is born. The future of the city is secured.
Picking the right event to attend on a day like today is serious business, you know. Can't be everywhere at once. You'll always miss something.
That's why we're going to the raffle. I have a good feeling this year. That kind of talk draws attention.
Oh, don't turn.
Yeah, that's where they said I'd find her.
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt.
Huh.
Telegram for you, sir.
DeWitt, stop. Do not alert Comstock to your presence. Stop. Whatever you do, do not pick number 77. Stop. Lutess.
Go to the monument island and find the girl. Okay. Hey! I like it when a lot of games sort of take an...
Hello?
I like it when certain games... Because this is sort of based on an alternative sort of... Like, parallel world. An alternate timeline of... You know, we had, of course, underwater cities. Now we have a sky city. Like, I like it when there are certain stories that takes an alternate direction in terms of, like, the what-if possibilities. You know? I think that's why I like Fallout. Fallout is a good example with that. Oh, okay, so that's what the vending machine looks like. Wow, that is so different compared to 1 and 2. Bucking Bronco. I don't have enough money for that. Alright, so 5, 10, 20. Okay. First place.
The fox defeated, Daisy Fitzroy slain. You, sir, shall be richly rewarded.
Thank you. What's this over here?
Have you ever lost a penny to a vending machine? Has a pay telephone ever refused to connect you with a beloved spouse? Well, it's time to take back control from the men of metal. With possession, you are the master. You will bend any machine to your will.
Give me one of those.
With just a whisper, they're all ears.
Well, that's one way of doing it. Alright. With possession equipped, you can make a machine friendly to you.
What the hell was that?
Ah, okay. It's interesting how that they went with a different direction with these tutorial sort of things.
Your spot at the raffle awaits. Don't know why I didn't recognize you before. Odd. Always good to have gentlemen of your caliber at our fine fairgrounds.
Heads.
Or tails.
Come on, let me through.
Heads.
Or tails.
Heads.
Told you. I never find that as satisfying as I'd imagined.
Chin up. There's always next time.
I suppose there is.
Unless if the, what is it? The coin is, buggered up from the beginning. Oh, wow. Now, I do want to point out to everyone, I'm not planning on making this into a proper series. That's not the whole point for these set of videos. The idea, of course, is mainly me experiencing these games for the first time, especially for those that I have not played and I'm able to get with without any problem.
This little beauty? The whole division got them. We're gonna flush the Vox out of the Skyline system. We gotta have the best.
We got any openings in the group? I'd love to bust some Vox scum.
And now, the 1912 raffle has officially begun!
Mister!
Sorry, no sale.
Silly. There's never a charge for the raffle. You've been sleeping under a rock?
77.
77. That's a lucky number. I'll be rooting for you.
Bring me the bowl! Is that not the prettiest young white girl in all of Columbia? All right then. The winner is number 77!
Well, what do you know?
Over here! Over here! He's the winner!
Number 77, come and claim your prize! First throw!
Uh-oh.
It was me. It was all me. Please. Please. Please, what are you doing?
Come on! Are you gonna throw it? Or are you taking your coffee black these days?
I'm the one you want.
Oh, looks like we've got a shy one here. We've got to do something about that.
Bitch.
Heads up!
It's him!
Now, where'd you get that brand, boy? Don't you know that makes you the backstabbing snake in the grass false shepherd?
And we ain't letting no false shepherd into our flock. Show them what we got planned, boys!
Heads up! Oh, that's brutal.
Stop him! Stop him! The false shepherds come to lead our lamb astray!
Fight your way to Monument Island.
Disconnect!
Oh. Alright. When you see the skull mark, hold X to finish them. Okay. Oh, that is brutal. I take that back. That's brutal. No, you don't. I'll be taking your pistol if you don't mind. Alright. Time to go. Oh, looks like I can't go that way. I'm going this way.
I told you, Comstock.
You sell them paradise, and the customers expect cherubs for every chore. No menials in God's kingdom. Well, I have a man in Georgia who'll lease us as many Negro convicts as you can board. Why, you can say they're simple souls in penance for rising above their station. Whatever eases your conscience, I suppose.
Oh boy. Hey, you're joining me, buddy. Headshot! Can I change the aiming? Because I know that, controller... Change layout. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Marksman. That's what I want. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this is much better. The left trigger doesn't aim down the side. Whoop! Hello. Well, that would have left me a bit hurty now, didn't it? Yeah, beans.
After him! Call out the fireman! It's the fireman! It's the fireman! He's here!
Search around for any secrets. And this just makes me look forward to actually playing this game soon. Like, playing this game once.
Hot. What's going on?
Oh, fire on. I'll be taking that.
Well, you only live once.
Flame on! Devil's Kiss.
Press to throw a fiery grenade.
That wasn't no sample.
No, it was not. Okay, so, left bumper is like a grenade. Is like we hold chucking grenades. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. New pants.
We do indeed.
Why are you following me?
We were already here.
Why are you following us?
Aperitif.
Ah. Oh, I'm having in the shield, please.
Just so the doctor...
Oh, the upgrades. I'll take them.
You'll find that handy in a pinch.
The difference between life and death.
The old upgrade.
What was that?
Surprising.
Surprising that it worked.
Surprising that it didn't kill him.
But a magnetic repulsive field around one's body can come in handy.
If it doesn't kill you.
A fair point.
I love characters like that. I always love characters like that. Hello.
Father Comstock called on me today to write his biograph. Me. The man pays for exactly 100 pages in advance. Now, I'm half a Jew when I smell silver, so I say, Father, your flock would pay for 1,000. You know, why settle for less? And then the prophet looks to me and says, 100 will suffice, as I know how it ends.
So where do I go from here?
If I could hook onto them with this skyhook.
Whoa! Damn hook must be magnetized.
Bye! Oh, hello. Ah. Ha 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 ha! Machine gun time! Where are ya? Where are ya? Alright. Can I go in here? Oh, yes I can!
Alright, let's move on.
Da 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 da. Back. Oh boy. Get rid of you. And we go. Hello. Flame on.
And when the Angel Columbia gave unto the founders the tools to build a new Eden, they did so without hesitation. For 85 years they prepared the way of the Lord. But when the great apostate came, he brought war with him, and the fields of Eden were soaked with the blood of brothers. The only emancipation he had to offer was death.
Oh.
The prophet led us into Peking, where we demonstrated to the Sodom below the true mission our founders had given us. And when the madmen and hypocrites of Washington betrayed him, our prophet did not heal. He did not come crawling for their forgiveness. Like our fathers broke. There he is. Get its cover.
Whoa. I don't know what happened there, but oh. With it. Hey. Stop that. The aiming system in this game is interesting, I will say. Yeah, down? Alright, what have we got? Shocking! Alright, and we have an elevator. Oh, man. But I'm going to pause it and stop the video here. Oh, man. Just so much just happening and throwing right at your face. I love it. It just gets... I'm just... I'm so excited to play more of this in due time. I still have to play through Bioshock 2. But this was fun. I love this. This is a good game. And again, I understand why this game, of course, play more of it. It's going to be more understandable later. But I understand why this game has, of course, had gotten so much high scores in reviews and why it became so popular around 2013. This was so much fun. So much fun, and I love it. But, like I said before, I'm not planning on making this into a full-on playthrough series. There are a lot of YouTube channels out there that have done a lot of playthroughs. That have done a playthrough, whether if it's commentary or non-commentary. There are so many playthroughs that you can look up, because this game's been around for a while, like 2013. So that's roughly about, let's say, 9 years ago, I think. So I don't plan on doing my own playthrough of this. The whole point of these particular videos and for this set of series of videos is to really look at a lot of these games that had gotten so popular or was one of the most popular games of that particular year. So for example, if I look at my list of games, so for the next video, I'm not sure if can't remember if I bought it on Steam yet. There is a summer sale coming up, so I'll probably wait until the summer sale starts, and I'll pick up the next game, which is Kentucky Route Zero, excuse me. So that's the next one. I do have Batman Arkham City, which is 2015. I'll have a look at that. And there are a few other games I have on my list that I will check out in due time. But with that being said, I'm looking forward to playing more of this in my own time off recording, because this is those kind of games where you have to sort of play off your own, on your own, in your own time and off recording, to get a better understanding and to get a better feel of this game. You know, like, this is sort of the kind of, it's kind of like me with The Legend of Zelda, if you exclude Breath of the Wild in that case, because with the Breath of the Wild playthrough, that's for Master Mode. The normal modes of the Zelda games I play on my own time and my own off recording, because it's those kind of games you want to experience for yourself. And I think this is what Bioshock, the entire Bioshock games should be like, is you should play and experience the game for yourself. And yeah, that's all I will really say. But I'm going to finish the video off here, so thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos heading your way. If you really do want to see a playthrough of this series on my channel, then say so in the comments below. I'll probably do the same with Bastion. If you want a Bastion Let's Play or a playthrough series, let me know in the comments below, and I'll reconsider when I have the time. But for that, this has been a look at Bioshock Infinite. Until next time, I'm from Liam from Australia. Liam out.